some, because y'all know the Grabowski is a serious woman and we talk about serious business. But I'm gonna have to filter it a little bit because my granddaughter is here. But I want to let y'all know that I'm reporting from the Midas Touch. The Midas Touch is a news channel on YouTube. Let me see how many. They got 5.7 million subscribers. Okay, these are the kind of people I listen to. I don't be fucking around. Excuse me. You know, my grandbaby. But anyway, yeah, that. I don't do that. So the Midas Touch got 5.7 million subscribers, and they are reporting that this man, they done took him back to the hospital, and he is dying. But see, I done told y'all that. Y'all not listening. Hold on. Declining as his top staffers threw him under the bus, either intentionally or inadvertently. You be the judge. This past week, you had Caroline Levitt, Donald Trump's chief propagandist. She was asked, why does Donald Trump's ad keep having bandages? Y'all look. So let me pause that right quick. So listen, what he's saying is, what's up, Linda Boo? What's up, girl? Happy Saturday, girl. How you doing? Boo Boo, can you roll that window down right there? What's up, Taz? In the building. Happy Saturday. Y'all, I'm on 10 for several reasons. But the reason why I'm live right now reporting from the car is that that man is dying, y'all. They took that man back to the hospital, and his health is rapidly declining. A lot of people say, oh, no. A lot of people say, no, sure, that man is not done. Yes, he is. He is. And, they've been reporting about that bandage on his hand. What's up, Maurice Reed in the building? How you doing? So, hold on for 1 second. I'm great. Happy Saturday, lady. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. Clearly, he's getting some sort of injections or IV. Something's going on with his hands that are not. So, listen, have y'all seen that bandage on the back of that man's hand? Have y'all seen the bandage on the back of Trump's hand? He gets some type of IV treatment or something. I ain't never seen nobody really that wear and then they put makeup on top of the bandage. I'm telling y'all right now. Ain't no need for y'all to keep on fretting about nothing. That man is on his way out of here. I'm just reporting, letting y'all know. He done went back to the damn hospital. And my thing is, he got the most stressful job under the sun. Ain't no job more stressful. I got to get me some earrings today, too. And I want to do my hair. This is off subject. I want to do my hair, but I can't shampoo my hair every week. It's just not good for it, right? So I can't shampoo it and it's dry. You missed the bandage. Look, girl, on the back of his hand. Actually, you could roll that window up. Something is too... It ain't warm enough to have it that far. Y'all, I'm sorry. YouTube just kicked me right out. Okay, so do me a favor. If y'all want to engage with me today, I need y'all's help. Hit the share button on the bottom of your screen. Hit the share and then hit the copy link. But when you copy the link, you don't have to send it to anybody. But I need y'all to do that for me, right? Because I get tired of my live jumping off. I guess it's because we talking about politics. But I don't know what the fuck they doing that for. I don't. Because I just showed y'all Midas Touch. And that's all he do is drag that man for filth. Like, he dragged that man to the bone. But he got 5.7 million subscribers, okay? Don Lemon done got up to almost 1 million subscribers. And that's all he do. He talk about the president, too. And who else? Now, Chris ain't doing that good. Chris ain't doing that good because he always on the fence. Something wrong with Chris. I love him, though, because he real handsome, but something wrong. Something wrong with Chris. Chris is very, I don't know. Chris is always, like, in between two opinions, okay? So that man ain't going to live to 2028. Listen, Greg, Alvin, 1378. Listen to me, sugar. Got something to tell you real good. That man will not be alive in 2028. I guess you a troll, huh? You trying to troll me. You trying to troll me. Somebody called me a troll last night. I said, Lord, I guess my views can be so, in other people's opinions, so extreme sometimes. You want to pin me as a troll, but I ain't trolling. I'm telling you how I see it. Period. I'm not trolling. I can't stand a troll, to be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, he ain't gonna live to 2028. Ain't no way. Y'all ain't got to worry about that man being no king. You ain't got to worry about him. You ain't got to worry about nothing like that. Cause baby, that he can't even keep his eyes open. He can't even keep his eyes open. He on his way to the glory train. Mine was going to sing the glory song. So they rushed him to the hospital. I don't know. Ashton, turn that on. Turn that phone back on for me. My phone down there. Turn it back on and go back to the Midas Touch podcast and turn it up a little bit. I don't know. He went on back to the hospital. What is? Let me put it up so I can hear it. What's up, Puerto Rico? Well, right now, Midas Touch is talking about them. Listen, what's that woman that talk all the time for him, his press secretary? Woo, child, the only thing she do is lie. They don't even want to be honest about what's going on in the back of his hands. Why are you getting the IV every 2 weeks? I'm just saying, who needs an IV every 2 weeks? In order for you to be getting an IV every 2 weeks, you got to be gravely ill. That's just the first thing. Like, you don't have to do like a whole lot. Is that her name, Pam Bond? Is she going to jail? Very dehydrated, right? So why is he dehydrated? Because of kidney problems. What did it say, Ashton? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Stop it. Stop her right there. Stop her right there. Okay, Pam Bondi said, and this is like taking the air out the balloon. She said he constantly shakes hands, and due to him shaking people's hands, is why he always having bruises. Girl, lies. Stop. Just go back. Play it some more. Lies. And stop it right there. She said he shake more hands than more people. Okay, listen, baby. If you got a problem shaking, if shaking hands put bruises on the back of your hand, and everybody in the world talking about you sick as a damn dog, then what is the common denominator? What, by wisdom, what do? You stop shaking people's hands. You say, look, I can't shake your hands because I keep on getting all these bruises, and them people think I'm near death. So I'm going to speak to you, but, I'm the president, so I'm not going to shake your hand. That's all you got to do. That shit ain't from no shaking no hands. It ain't got nothing to do with it. You look like the cheap version of the brat. The lies she tell. Oh, girl, she's a liar, girl. She's a liar to the bone. For real, for real. Okay? For real. That man is on his way to the morgue. All right, when y'all wake up and you look at the news, or your mammy call you, or your piss ass grandma call you, some cousin, one of them, call you and tell you, say, Lord have mercy, Jesus, that man is dead. Look, just know that Cheryl Grabowski told you. Sound like low iron. No, it don't. No. Woo. Shaking hands as a male is way different as a female. Guys shake hands. Some guys try to break the other guy. Then stop shaking it. Okay? Stop shaking the hand. It's simple. I don't want to hear nothing about you getting no Joe Biden when his ass was old, Sleepy Joe, as Trump called him, old Sleepy Joe. He didn't go through that with his hands, did he? No. Anybody else's hands was bruised up like that? No. Lies. Those are lies. We're not doing that. Damn it. Now, that man is on his way to glory. and you say, Cheryl Grabowski, why you laughing at that? Why shouldn't I laugh at it? Why shouldn't I laugh at it? All of the horrible things that he has done. We ain't gonna talk about Epstein Island and all the shit he doing right now. Yes, we're gonna throw a party. We're gonna party all night long. The whole country gonna be partying. Ain't nobody going to work the next day. It's gonna be draws outside and socks and everything. We're gonna take our bra off and everything. Everybody gonna be butt naked in the streets. I'm telling you. That's what we gonna do. We gonna be butt naked in the street. We gonna party all night long. It's what? No. He ain't shook that many hand lives. I don't care what y'all said. I don't care. It ain't from no handshaking. Those are lies. You don't need that many IV. You getting IVs all the time. Look, the Oval Office, right? The most serious office out of all the offices in the world. Okay, he the president of the United States, the most powerful man in the world, and you in there with your damn mouth turned down like a quarter of moon, and your ass is asleep. Your ass is asleep. You know why? He can't help it. That's why. Now you know what? My mama used to sleep like that, but she was gravely ill, real bad. By the time I come up to her house and pick her up and she get in the car and we drive down the street 5 minutes, she sleep. But she was gravely ill. Um, what? I can call it a lie. Why y'all defending that pissy pamper, huh? Y'all be honest now. Why are y'all defending the pissy pamper? Because his pamper is pissy. He been wearing piss. Look, it was a restaurant in New York City. They tapped him on the shoulder and they said, please, get your fucking ass out of here with your stinking ass pamper. The people in the restaurant come in here to eat good food. They can't sit and eat their expensive food smelling shit and piss. Piss ass pamper. And shitty too. They say he don't like to take no bath. And he very private. This is sad because he do his own damn makeup. That's why the makeup looks so bad. And he used Clairol on his damn head, sending somebody to the damn grocery store. And Vanka with her dumb ass, she goes into the grocery store and buy the hair dye too. They both buy the same exact color. Because they don't, Vanka might got spots on her or something. She don't want nobody to see her up close. She don't want to call no stylist over there to get her hair done. And that man with his pissy ass pamper do his own ugly ass hairstyle. Take them kitchen scissors, comb that damn hair down the front and clip it right there. Then clip it right there, clip it right there. And then comb it over and then spray it with that damn Dollar Tree hairspray. I can't. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I just don't know what to say at this point. Those people, that family is crazy. And they gonna keep right on their ass going to jail. I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand why people want to be their friend. That new ballroom over there that they give all the millions of dollars gonna smell just like shit and piss. Because he's sitting in the middle of the room and then what's her name? The wife. What's her name? What's her name? The wife sitting over there. And she's sitting in the ballroom. And you got the best. You're going to have the best chairs, the best tables. You're going to have the best plates and the best forks. You're going to have the best. Because, you know, he do top of the line. But that pamper still going to be pissy and shitty. And he going to be stinking in that damn ballroom. And then everybody going to sit in there because they got the good ventilation system in there. And it's going to have all that high-end perfume clashing up against that shit and piss. And ain't no way I sit at the table with him because the people that sit, you know, something wrong with them. Something wrong to be able to sit that close to him like that and he's shitty and pissy all the time. I don't care nothing about what y'all say. I wouldn't want to be their friends. I don't care. I wouldn't want to be their friends. My thing is, I know that they. I'm turning out. I know that they got housekeepers and all of that. I want to know. I want to know about the people who clean up after them. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, Taz. Ballroom, that's a bunker, okay? And so he gonna want all the most powerful people in the world to come over there and sit with him, and they gonna eat up all the good food and everything, honey. They gonna be in there bumping their gums, baby, and making all these business deals. You talking about, they say, oh, well, the president of the United States is not supposed to be doing business, private business. Oh, I want to cut real bad. B-I-T-C-H. B-I-T-C-H. That's what they've been doing the whole time. What? Oh, told a friend of mine this morning, we was on the phone talking. I said, listen, I said, the Republicans did their biggest one. He was like, sure, what you talking about? I said, look, we got to be honest, right? Don't accuse me of being biased. I'm just going to say this right now. Y'all know I can't stand their asses. But let's be honest. Listen, when them people sat down around them tables with them pens and them pencils, and they began to strategize and to figure out what they needed to do to get these checks and balances out the way, remove all these regulators and these people who these laws, get these laws done, move the regulators out of the way so they can head straight for the fucking cash. They did that. They did that. They got the money, baby. They got the money. They did that. They didn't care nothing about who said what. Look, the biggest thing they didn't care about, let's get into it. They didn't care about right and wrong. They didn't care about decency and order. They didn't care about morals, character. They didn't care ethics. They didn't care about anything. They didn't care about reputation. They didn't care about perception. They didn't give no about none of it. Meanwhile, somebody say, meanwhile, the Democrats over there acting like church folk. You say, Cheryl Grabowski, why you say that? Because that's all the shit they care about. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. We debunked that. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. Because the Republicans didn't give no. Another one. Well, the only thing that matters is perception. They didn't give no about no perception. They said they are racist. They say wear it with pride. They say they don't give a damn about the educated black women, and they gonna fix them because they gonna fire a whole lot of them out the gate. They said they don't care about no decency anymore. The Democrats say, well, God is gonna fix it because God is. They said they the only God. That's what they said. While the Democrats was praying, they were sitting down organizing, strategically planning on how to ruin this country. Did they do it? Yes, they did. How long it took them? Less than a year. I done told y'all. I done told you. They did their biggest one. They did their biggest one. They did it. They did it while the Democrats were over there worried about decency and order. Let me tell y'all something. I told my friend this morning, he said, Cheryl Grabowski. I said, what's up? Listen, Democrats, they're not the same. I'm telling you. They're not the same. I'm telling you, they're not the same. Just like an empath and a narcissist, they're not the same. They have one distinct difference, only one. And I'm gonna let y'all know what I think the Dems need to do in order to gain control and to make this world, United States, a better place, therefore making the world a better place. I know what they need to do. Now, the empath and the narcissist are not the same. The empath and the psychopath are not the same. They're not. The empath is capable of the empathy. They say, sure, what's that? Everything that Charlie Kirk didn't have, everything that our president don't have, everything that Stephen Bannon they don't have the empathy. So, Cheryl, what do you mean? What's going to work? What's going to work? What's going to work is the Dems need to find them some dark empaths. And I'm going to tell you why. I really wish I could talk the way I want to, but, I got a guest in the car, so I can't say it the way that I really, really, really want to, but I'm going to give y'all part of it, and then we'll talk about it later. Say, Cheryl Grabowski, why do you need to find a dark empath? Because the dark empath is going to show you and let you know how these terrible, malignant narcissists, covert narcissists, psychopaths, and all of that, they're going to know how they think. That's why. They're not going to be sitting nowhere like no Christian. What the Christians did the first 4 or 5 months, especially the old ones, they said in their mind, well, he going to change his ways. That's what they said. Oh, he going to change his course. Just give him a minute. He ain't that bad. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is that bad. Now, everybody know that he's as bad as what we ever thought or imagined. But guess what? The dark empath knew that from day one. They already knew that because they know the narcissist and the psychopath. They know that they were cooked in the same pot. So meaning, Sugar Boss, what you talking about? If they don't go somewhere, leave these Christians alone. They are looking for help in the clouds. Republicans didn't move that way because they know they are their own help. Only thing they need is a pencil, a paper, and some powerful people at the table to strategically do what they need to do. Meanwhile, not giving a fuck about perception, not giving no care about looking bad, don't care about morals and ethics. Turn their empathy off and kick the fucking door in. I'm tired of these soft ass in the wrong thinking as folks. I'm sick of them. That's why everybody's suffering, and some of them are still. Listen, I heard a 73-year-old retired military guy with two sons that are in the Navy. He sit there and said on a stream on TikTok, it was a wonderful panel. He, at 73 years old, said, well, do you think that the Republicans and all, they've done most of the harm that they're gonna do? I think they might change their mind. I said, oh my God, I want to pull out all my hair by every strand one by one. I want to pull it all out, or just take a clipper and just cut all my hair off. Just cut it off. I want to say, those people like that, I want y'all to go somewhere and sit the fuck down. Go. Because it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse than what they think. They're not changing their course. They want to unalive a lot of people. So, okay, the dark empath. Why the dark empath, Cheryl? Okay, because the dark empath can be, when they need to be, as cold and malicious as these people in Washington. They meet them right where they are. I'm trying to tell you. They meet them right. They're not going to be looking for the clouds. They're not doing that. They're not going to be worried about if their left hand know what their right hand is doing, because the Republicans didn't do that. They just kicked the door in. They're not going to do that. They're not going to worry about people watching them. This is part of what Joe Biden's issue was. Sort of a lot about part of what Obama's issue was. I'm just going to be honest. You worrying too much about your image. Fuck that. Image is out the door. Y'all tap your neighbor on the shoulder. Say, Cheryl Grabowski said, this is not a corporate meeting. This is not a meeting on your job. This ain't got nothing to do with image. This Trump regime let y'all know that nobody gives no F's about image. It's over. No image. Nobody cares. No image, no perception, no phoniness, no fakeness. This shit is real. And that's why the Democrats can't keep up with it. You need a dark empath that's just as malicious as these Republicans. And they're going to give them exactly what the fuck they need and meet them right where they are. Hold on for 1 second. You need a dark empath. You cannot mess with these folks. These folks that's looking to the clouds. You can't do that. Because, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Yes, Cheryl, you know, that mind of yours, girl. Your mind is interesting. Like, you need to be studied. No, well, you know, I'm damn near psychic. So just let me show you this. I'm going to tell you why that don't work. So the Democrats is looking in the clouds, you know what I'm saying? Because they go to church on Sunday. And they're saying, God going to fix this. He going to work this out. Let me tell y'all something. Why y'all were thinking, I don't even know why y'all think that, because while they were at the table planning, God was listening to every word. Whoa. While they were at the table planning to do all the stuff to rob the USA Treasury Department, because that's what they did. They took our money, all of our tax money. They took it and funneled it to their friends. So while they were planning this, while they were planning to defund Medicaid and Medicare so all these people can pass away, God was sitting right there at the table. I don't want y'all to entertain this idea without putting God in the room. God is in the room. God is in the room with them around the table while they plan on kicking the door in. Okay? So for you guys who have that limited thinking, for some reason you think that you visualize God in the cloud or God in heaven, like God way up there, God separate from the earth, God separate from the people, God separate from the table. No, God is at the table while they're planning. The reason why people comment stupid stuff while I'm making commentary like this, because they are stupid. I mean, you can't comment no more than what you are. Like, if you're stupid, then your comment gonna be stupid. So, so what I'm telling you is that God was at the table. Oh, so meanwhile, so Cheryl Gabrowski, what are you saying? What are you really saying? What I'm saying is every word that they planned and everything that they wrote and all of the stuff that the Republicans did in order to turn America upside down, because they did that. God was sitting right there watching it. I need y'all to tarry with that thought for a minute. Uh-huh. Okay, stay right there, because we're not doing that. We're not going to say, oh, well, we got to figure out what the Republicans, uh now we got to counter what they've done. No, 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 no. There were a group of people that knew, just like God knew, what they were doing at the table, but the Christians didn't know. They didn't know. They somewhere in La La Land somewhere. And that's what kind of bothers me about Jasmine Crockett. But this is what I pray about Jasmine Crockett. This is what I think. I hope that Jasmine Crockett is not like your average Christian. Meaning that you be like, Cheryl, what you mean by that? Meaning that I hope that Jasmine Crockett's mind is not in the clouds, that she feel like that God is not in her, through her, as her. I don't want her to be that kind of Christian. I want her to know that whatever she say, that's what God is saying. That's what I want her to know. Whatever Jazz utters out her mouth, God just spoke that. That is God in her, through her, as her. I don't want her to be looking through no clouds. I don't want her to get on the phone and call what's his name? Pastor Jamal Bryant in the middle of the night and ask him what he think. No, Jasmine, this is your party, baby. You're the politician. Jamal is a pastor. He's like a politician too. Let's get that right. I just thought about that thing. He's like a politician too. And I like Jamal Bryant. I like him. I do. Because I believe that he ain't no average Christian, that he know. See, the modern day Christians, what they realize is that the Bible is not authentic. So some of these ideas that these Christian people been running around with, those ideas are the very things that hinder them and hinder this world. It hindered the world from being a wonderful place, and it hindered the black people too from being able to be leaders, the kind of leaders that they need to be, because they always looking in the clouds. You guys stay away from them clouds. Stay away from the clouds, okay? Because God is not in the clouds. God is in you. Y'all hear that? Y'all understand that? Cheryl, read my last comment, sis. Okay, hold on. I done parked the car now. Now I can get back to the read. Hold on, a brilliant. Hold on, girl. Because I've been on the road. I love me some Jasmine. She will be great and is great. She got us. I love her too. So me and you totally agree with that. I love that sassy woman for the girls. She's not for the girls. I love her. But what I'm saying is she can't be no fundamental Christian and do what need to be done. She can't. No, the one before that. Okay, hold on. Hold on, girl. Racist or insensitive comments will be not tolerated in this chat. All disrespect, insensitive comments will be deleted. Thanks in advance. Is that the one you talking about? Boo. Cheryl, he falls asleep every second. F. Sleepy Joe, he is sleeping dying, and that hand is full of non-melanated disgustingness, all bruised up and varicose up. Yeah, he. I told you he on his way to the glory train. He's on his way. My weekend is great. My weekend is great. It's going good. It's going good. I just went over and spent time with stepdad. First of all, I got up this morning with my mind stayed on Cheryl Grabowski and what I want out of this in this life. You know what I'm saying? I got up this morning feeling like I'm one of them people that'll kick the motherfucking door in. I'm one of them, and I want y'all to kick them in too. Kick them in, kick them in, kick them in. That means that you need to get what you want out of life. Wait a minute, did this car rock? Or was it me? Did you feel it rock? Oh, girl, cause that scared me. Yes, that one. Karma got him, sis. We ain't gonna do nothing. He is leaving here quickly. Yes, it got him, and I'm gonna tell you why. But you know what I feel like though, cause I don't feel like this health crisis is sneaking up on him. I think he's been known. Somebody said that he said that he don't know if he's going to heaven. Well, let me go on and answer that. I'm sorry, y'all. We got kicked out again. I told you my live just ends for no reason. I don't know why I do that. But in order for you to go to the heaven, then you got to know what love is, right? In order for you to go to the heaven. So I don't see him going to a heaven. I don't see him going to a heaven. I don't know what's going to happen to a soul like his. I know he ain't learned nothing in this life cycle, in my opinion. What has he learned? He learned how to run over everybody, to bully people to get what he want. That's what he learned. He learned those things. He learned to idolize his daughter and sexualize his daughter. He learned that. He learned to put his hand on other people's children. He learned to hang out with other billionaires and other powerful men to do exactly what he want, no matter what the law says. He learned that he didn't. He learned all those. Those are the things that he learned in his life cycle. That's what he learned, y'all. He's in this White House. He knocked the East Wing down. Why he? I mean, God Almighty, that hurts. When we found out that this man knocked the East Wing down, that's history. That is history. Oh my God. People were emotionally attached to the East Wing of the White House. I mean, this is crazy. He has no regard for decency and order. He has no regard for anything, y'all. He's just like a 2-year-old. You know, you can't expect a baby. Say, for instance, you have the top tier of your wedding cake, and you got married last year, and now say the mom took the wedding cake out for it to defrost so that she and the husband can have it for the first anniversary dinner. Okay, so she leaves it on the counter. Okay, but somehow the 3-year-old come downstairs. The 3 or the 4-year-old come downstairs. And only thing they do, they see the cake on the counter. It's a cake. Versus the 15-year-old who knows it's mama and daddy's wedding cake, and that mama is throwing it out. And even though the 15-year-old wants the cake because they love cake and everything like that, they're not going to eat it because they know it's a special thing. And you know what I'm saying? But the 2-3-year-old don't know that, and so the only thing they see is the cake. So there, y'all, they kicked us off again. So the 3-year-old gonna eat the cake. He's gonna have cake in his nose. He gonna have cake in his mouth, cake in his ears. Cake gonna be all over his neck and all over his clothes. Cause he does not know emotionally or mentally or psychologically in any kind of way that he's not supposed to eat the cake. And that's what those kind of people like him do. You're not supposed to knock down the White House. You didn't, the East Wing. He didn't even ask for permission to do it. There were checks and balances. When it comes to check and balances, he don't do that. I thank you, Daryl. What y'all think about that? Y'all think it was okay for him to knock down the White House? I mean, the East Wing of the White House. I mean, come on. Be honest. Tell the truth. Y'all think that was okay for him to do? What time is it, Ashley? 12:35. We go in there at 1. Okay. Do y'all think that was okay? Oh, thank you for the hot cocoa. That is so cutesy. I wish I had me some in real life. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think it was okay for him to knock down the East Wing? No, it wasn't okay. That was criminal. They should have fined him millions of dollars for that. Matter of fact, they should have made him pay to get it back up. And that money should have went back to the U.S. Treasury Department. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to my live. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to like the live. We need some dark empaths in politics. What's up, Christopher Kent? Love you right back. $200 million just to knock it down. Were you asking me that? No. It took. Ooh, child, I got to turn the air on. I'm about to burn up. It took. To rebuild it is 400 million. Three is over 3, so almost 4 tax dollars are not being used. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if tax dollars are being used or nobody asked him for that ballroom. He's such a narcissist. He wants it to be a monument after he's dead. That's all he wanted. But they ought to fix his ass and rename it or the Obamas. Wait a minute, child. Hold on. I'm about to burn up. Hold on. And so you feel the air. They ought to name it after the Epstein victims. Name it after them. Are y'all reporting me? Because I can't stay live, y'all. Please stop doing that. They've wanted to do this for decades. Who wanted to do it for decades? Don't report the live. Y'all stop being stupid. Just go to, if I'm aggravating y'all, getting on y'all nerves, just go to somebody else's live, please. Why is this misinformation? He did not get permission to knock that White House down. The East Wing. He didn't. What does Epstein have to do anything? Oh, why you ask me that? That's his bestie. Did you see all the photos of him and him together on the island? Come on now. Didn't you hear what Epstein said in the emails about him? Yes, release the files. Why don't y'all know these things? What's going on with y'all? I am not making stuff up. It's sad that you don't know what I'm saying is true and that this is a part of the news. Or do y'all just watch the independent? Y'all watch the regular news? You're not watching the independent news? The regular news they're not doing a good job. They come over to the independent news people to get their stories. So I cannot. He did not have permission to knock down the White House. That's what people who are mentally ill and have no regard for history and the other people. This is what entitled, malignant narcissists do just because they want. This man thinks that the White House is really his. You can't let a narcissist move into your house. You can't let them move in, because if you do, you can't let them drive your car. It becomes their car. You can't let them live in your house, because then it becomes your house. Like, this is regular stuff that y'all can Google and find out about that personality disorder that he has. You know, this is crazy. It is. Oh, I guess we got a lot of trolls now. Hello, Six Sense. Good morning. I'm sorry. Release the files. They're going to release the files. And if they don't release them, other people are going to release them. So either way, we'll get it. We'll get the files. Well, we got enough. I mean, what else do you need? We got enough, really. We know that they're pedophiles. That's what we do know. We're not talking about changes. We're talking about knocking down the entire east wing of the White House. We're not talking about new flooring. We're not talking about new flooring, new cabinets. We're not talking about new plumbing, new electric. We're talking about knocking down the entire east wing of the White House. Don't you think that's on another level? What you think? He was supposed to get um, he was supposed to get permission in order to do that. Now, for the people who come late, who know me and enjoy my commentary and enjoy my lives, I'm gonna get out the chat because I got some things to say about the dark empath. All right. So the reason why the Democrats need a dark empath is because when it's time, and I've said this before, my life coach that I hired some years ago, she doesn't rock with this level of intuition that I have. And that's fine because that's on her. You know what I mean? She can see it however she see it. I'm not her. I am me, right? And with all my life experiences and the information that I learned, and especially what comes out of my soul, I'll say this. When it is time to make sure that this never happens again, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, it don't make no difference. It could be either or. But when you have a group of people who don't care anything about laws and ordinances and regulations and all of that, and they take it upon themselves when they don't care anything about the lower courts and the higher courts, and they say out of their mouths that they want to lock up judges and all the stuff like that. When you have people that do that, when they get their panties in a bunch, and when we have them in a courtroom, when you have sent the military and the police to apprehend these people, and now it's time for them to be held accountable for their disrespect of of the law and of humanity. I need the dark empath judges, dark empath district attorneys, dark empath prosecutors, not narcissists, not psychopaths, but dark empath ones. I need you to grind their ass in the ground when it's time. When it's time to hold them accountable. When it's time to put on them what they put on other people. When it's time to show them no mercy because they don't have mercy. When it's time. They're going to beg and plead, and they're going to beg and plead, and they're going to look pitiful. At that time, now, I'm going to tell y'all, this is deep now. I need y'all to focus. When they get in that position, when we get them in that position, they're going to look like harmless children. Okay? When they get that way, when it's just like Saddam Hussein, for example, I never forgot the countenance on Saddam Hussein when they had him, when it was time for him to give an account. He was pitiful. So when it's time to get these people under control, no mercy. I want you to tap yourself on the shoulder and say, no mercy, no mercy, no mercy, no mercy. When you're, see, because it's going to take the dark empath to apprehend them and get them all together. It's going to take the dark empath to stay up all night to look through the laws and to have conversations with people and to, you know, to hold these people accountable who won't give up, who won't. Just like what's the woman name in New York, DC, New York, in New, not I was gonna say New York, DC, but what's her name? James. I'm forgetting her first name, but her name is James. She got him real good. I need people like her. Dark empaths like her. Don't let your empathy bother you when it's time to execute judgment. Hello, Nick. Hey, boo. When it's time to execute judgment, don't let your empathy get in the way. You hear me? Letitia. Y'all, do y'all empaths understand? I'm telling you now, because if you are capable of empathy, and a lot of people are not, they cannot put themselves in somebody else's shoes emotionally. That's why you have people like in the administration doing what they do, blowing up people in the fishermen in the boat. And then Hexef say, finish them. See what I'm saying? His lack of empathy didn't say to him, wait a minute now. These two men survived and they're floating on scraps. So don't unalive them, because the first strike should have done that. And since it didn't happen, show some type of mercy. But he said, finish them. Okay. All right. Do y'all understand that? All right. So when we get them in the position, because they're going to jail, they're going to be held accountable. When that day and time come, hey, baby, this truth that I speak is so powerful and impactful that the only thing y'all could do other than gnash at your teeth is report my life. But I'm resilient, though. Y'all know I'm a Scorpio, right? I'm resilient. And even though when you feel like you winning with me and against me, you're not. Because I got that Pluto and Mars energy, and it's not going to work. I'm coming in like a fire sign, but I'm a water sign. Okay? So when I say dark empath, wink, wink. Did you get it? When I say, what's up, Carrie? When I say dark empath, wink, wink, do y'all get it? Do y'all get it? All right, so yes, I'm capable of empathy for sure, and I could go with you to the depths of. I know I'm right here, boo boo. I'm sitting right in front of the building. Thank you for letting me know. I could go to the depths of the emotions with you and understand everything that you're feeling intuitively and emotionally. But I also can set the building on fire and burn up everything in it, all the way to the ashes. I could do both. So let's not get it twisted. So I'm looking for people that are like me. That's what I'm looking for. People that understand, look, I love you, I'll do anything for you, but when you cross that line, no mercy. No mercy. No mercy. And the thing is, it shouldn't be any mercy. This is the thing. If you knew, if they were really decent people, they'll say, oh, you got me. I had no business doing that. I'll take my consequences. I won't try to wiggle my way out of jail. I won't try to call the powerful people that I know. I won't try to bribe people. I won't try to pay the judge. I won't try to do none of that stuff. I did it, so I did the crime, so I'm going to do the time if they were decent. But they're not. They want to do the crime and get away with it. That lets you know that they are one of those corrupt souls. I'm talking about for real. That lets you know that. If they had real integrity, character, and honesty, and pride, for number one, they wouldn't do what Trump has done. They wouldn't even have lived that life. Now this man want to come on the end. This happens all the time. He wanted to come on the end of his life lease, because life is a lease. You're not going to be in your body forever. We got to give it back to the earth. It goes back to the ground, right? So at the end of his life lease, then he wants to come on the end and say, well, I want the best that heaven got to offer. That's what he say. And that resonates to narcissists and psychopaths. It resonates with them. They don't want no consequences. They don't want to hurt like they made you hurt. They don't want to go hungry like they made you go hungry. They don't want their children to suffer like they don't care when they cause your children to suffer. They don't want that. They don't want to eat old food and wear secondhand clothes. They want the best of the best physically. They want to live in the best. They want to drive the best, but they want to be the most horrible and deplorable when it comes to ethics, morals, values, and the soul. So when we get them down, y'all, when we get them face down and we got their back pinned behind them, when we got our knee in the center of their back, because we're not going to put it on their neck, because you don't put your knee on people's necks. But, you put the knee in the center of the back. You don't apply too much pressure, but you're certainly firm. No mercy. And then you throw them in the jail and you throw the key away. Feed them bread and water and a piece of meat and a vegetable a couple times a week. No visitors. No books. You just sit there and think. Look at the history. The founders' aims was freedom of different Christian denominations, not other religions. They clearly stated not all religions are compatible with our values. If you're referring to America and Christianity, they have no values. America is the most bankrupt, morally bankrupt country existed. The Muslims don't say it out loud, but they despise our debauchery. America to have no values. America got the nerve. America is narcissistic. America cannot see their image. Shh. Hold on. Let me get the key. All right, let's roll the windows up. You asked me a question. The church has no morals and values. The church, especially the Catholic Church, but the other ones too, they don't have no morals. When you talk about the world, who is the world? There's no difference between the world and the church. There's no difference. That's a lie that was told. There is no righteousness in. I got to put the car right there, boo. That's not true. That's a lie. We're not doing that. That's how he won, because he said he was a Christian. Now I don't think the church gonna go for it no more. The church gonna stay out of politics, because for some reason they think they bringing Jesus back, and that's crazy as hell. How you gonna bring Jesus back when Jesus is already here? The whole point was him to abide inside of you, not to go back. Y'all, it goes until Christians go somewhere and sit down. What they need to do is bury their Bibles in the ground. That's number one. Bury their Bibles in the ground. I'm telling you, leave that book alone. That book is awful. That book is awful. It bring about people like him. Oh no, okay, so we're not having this conversation. We're not having, I'm sure I'm not getting ready to entertain indoctrination. There is no way. I don't play them kind of games. Honey, we retired from that. We're not getting ready to entertain indoctrination. We're not doing it. But we'll hit the lock on the door. We're not going to entertain indoctrination. That is a dead end road. I don't like dead ends. I don't like dead ends. Because God ain't called that man to do nothing at all. He is the embodiment of white nationalism, white supremacy, and the white man's fantasy. That's why that man is in office. The fantasy of returning back to the days when they did what they wanted to, and say that God told them to do it. Those days are over. We're not doing that. Those days are over with, y'all. Those days will never come back again. Those days are gone for white men in that way. What? What? What are you gonna do?
Turn on my ice cream.
You pick that quarter up. Those days are over. Over and done with. Those days are not coming back. They're over. Over and done. So, ain't no need for y'all to be even thinking like that, because it's not going to happen. Woo. Flawed people? You said God does use flawed people. Is that the best thing you got? Really? God uses flawed people? So you think that God is using him and you consider him a flawed person? Good morning. All right. He's a flawed person. That is not a good word for him. Can you find another one? No, I need you to use an appropriate word for him. And flawed is not it. I'm in the bathroom. Y'all turn the sound off. Hold on. Can y'all use a better word? Because flawed ain't it. Flawed ain't no good word. Ooh, I like you, OSFFC. I like you. I mean, it's y'all. It's 2026. Y'all got to do better. This is crazy. But why are you here? This is the thing. This is crazy. Why are you here? Why are you here talking with the reprobate? That's all I'm saying. Why are you here? This don't make no sense. Because when I was an indoctrinated Christian, there's no way I would be on a live with someone who talks the way that I talk. I wouldn't have no parts. But I'm gonna tell you why you do it. I'm gonna tell you why you do it. You do it because what I say ignites you. That's why. Mm-hmm. And your soul knows better than what you. I'm sorry. I'm live, honey. Yep. Yep. Listen, your soul know better. Hmm. Who is dying? Your president. Well, I don't know because some of y'all from another country. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Honey, okay, y'all better talk in this chat. Y'all better talk in this chat, okay? I'm tired. You ain't gonna raise my cortisol levels. Y'all used to stress me out. I don't fight Christians. I ain't got time. I get because you don't know your Bibles no way. So it's annoying. It's annoying because y'all don't know. You won't take the time out as a good Christian. I used to be a good Christian. Where you? Because y'all ain't good Christian. I used to be one though. You ain't no good Christian because you don't even read your Bible and you go listen to a little pitiful sermon and you bring your fried home chicken ass home and done ate you some damn chicken and sat down and watched the most terrible shit on TV and just get on my nerves. I love y'all though. Mwah. Kisses and hugs. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting y'all. I'm just saying that man is dying. Okay, that's what the live is about. Okay, he fooled y'all. He told y'all that he Christian and he for the Christian cause. Meanwhile, he loved children in an inappropriate way. Mwah. Period. Okay, let me sanitize a little bit. He loved cheering in an inappropriate way. Okay, y'all with me at work right now. A lot of y'all are new. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell when I'm live because, I like y'all, even the Christians. Y'all get on my nerves, though. Get on my nerves, okay? But I still love you, okay? I still love you. Let's see. We are to preach the word to all creation, the reprobate included. Oh, no, that's what your pastor told you. See, now your pastor told you that now. But that's not what God did. Because, when Lucifer turned on him, because, I done turned on the church. I'm a part of what you call deconstruction. So when Lucifer turned on him, what did he do? Did he keep preaching to him or not? Huh? 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 Did you hear what I said? But you ain't got no place for indoctrination for that. Because, y'all so silly thinking that your brain don't even allow you to see that. Uh-huh. Did he do that or not? Did he say, Lucifer, you can take over and you can talk about me and turn the angels against me and everything. You can do everything your heart tell you to do. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna keep preaching to you. Did he do that? Or no? No, he didn't. What did he do? Somebody engage me in the chat. Please tell me what he did. What did he do? Hmm? The reason why you here is because you can't even get a good conversation amongst Christians. You can't. That's why. I ain't lying. You might well gonna tell the truth because I know. But what did God do though? Huh? Did he say, oh Lucifer, oh Lucifer? He said, I'm gonna keep on letting you. Matter of fact, you can go from turning a third of, of the heaven unto a whole half. Matter of fact, you can take all my angels. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna forgive you and I'm gonna keep on preaching to it. Did he do that or not? Huh? That's what I wanna know. Did he do it? Huh? Huh? Right, he didn't. Okay, well, why you doing it then? Hmm? I know you ain't doing it, but I'm just saying, why do they do it? Why do they do it? Why? You keep on saying, oh, well, Donald Trump can do whatever he want, or Stephen Bannon can do whatever he want, or Melania can do whatever. The Trumps can do whatever they want. They can do what they want. We just gonna forgive them and keep praying for them. But that ain't what your God did. Did he do it? No, 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 no. He recognized an enemy and then he went on and dealt with it. That's what he did. So don't come over here with that. Find you something else. Find somebody to play with, because it ain't me. What's up, Six Sense? Okay. Father the Snow. What's up? They can't keep up with me. They can't. Not if you indoctrinated. See, that's the same thing. Father, listen, I'm at work. I got to keep it quiet because this is not a whole room. The top is out. See what I'm saying? It's more like a big cubby. It's more like a big cubby. But listen, they can't keep up with me because they're inside the herd. You can't keep up with me if you're in that thing. You got to be on the outside to keep up with me. See what I'm saying? Because I've gone beyond. My mind is expanded out. They little cheerings. I'm big dog. See what I'm saying? Okay, the same thing what I'm saying about Trump and them up there. The Dems are going to need dark empaths to be able to match the narcissistic shit the Republicans have done in DC. And I don't want the Dems, because see, y'all think I hate the church, but I don't. I don't want the Dems to think that they're praying outside of themselves for God to come do this. Because God was at the meeting that the Republicans had. He was already there. So what God really like is for, I'm telling y'all, so y'all hearing it today, you need to go find a dark empath to understand how they think. Because you're going to be able to, you have to match that. That's why Pelosi and them and 50 congressmen and other people are retiring. They're going somewhere and sit the fuck down because they don't understand what this is. Matter of fact, a lot of them didn't understand when they were debating that they were dealing with a goddamn malignant narcissist. Now, you can't do that. His mind is going to go beyond what they are accustomed to. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired. But see, a lot of people, what y'all don't realize though, a lot of people know that. They knew what he was from the beginning, but they were not in those circles. And I don't know, it's something about a group of people that's been doing something for a long time. They think, oh, because they've been doing this shit for a long time, they know everything about it. And they didn't. They didn't. You have some people with narcissistic traits, but this man is a full-blown old ass narcissist. God is a title. What God? There's a lot of gods. There's only one creator. You can't fix Christianity. You have to accept the truth that the angel of death is who you're praying to. And Christianity, because sorcerers took the Bible and murdered the truth. Good God Almighty. Woo-hoo. The Christians ain't ready for that because they're in love with the business, the God business. Oh, come into the house of the Lord. Oh, come into the house of the Lord. Do do do, come into the house of the Lord. That's what they into. Come into the house of the Lord, and we cry, holy, holy. We cry, holy, holy. We cry, holy. That's what they into, and that's not gonna get it right now. The little church songs ain't gonna get it. You have to do something with that brain of yours. You have to do something with that brain, y'all. Why is it 11 minutes past 1 and my client ain't in here? Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, yeah, she ain't here yet. She ain't here yet, y'all. So, that comment is so. That comment is such a. It's a baby's comment. That comment is such a baby's comment. You know what I'm saying? That comment is such a baby's comment. Cheryl Grabowski, you be quiet if you're not going to give me a scripture and a verse. Well, why would I give you a scripture and a verse and I speak against your scriptures and your verses? Huh? Why would I do that? Indoctrinated one. Why would I do that? You want me to prove by using your scripture that what I say is true? This ain't got nothing to do with that. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Sugar. This is a journey into your soul. This is not a book. A book is an outward thing. A book is outside of you. We're referring to what's inside. Okay, this is a higher level. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something. Oh, my charger. Did I leave it in the car? I hope I did. I don't want to go back outside. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, this is what I call the deep lane. Okay, we might name the channel something else because the deep lane technically is done. Or we might add to that name. We might add to that name. Okay. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. My God. Say, Cheryl, what? Your body is the soul. Ah, Cheryl, your body is the soul. What you talking about? What are you talking about, Cheryl? I don't know anything, Cheryl, other than what the church has taught me. What are you speaking on, Cheryl? Who are you? Who are you? Why do you think the way that you do? You look like the average black woman. Wait, Cheryl, we gonna give you Genesis. Because that's all we got. That's the only book we've ever read, Cheryl. That's the only book we've ever read, Cheryl Grabowski. That's all we got. That's all we got, Cheryl, is Genesis through Revelation. That's it. There are no other books that have been written, Cheryl. There is no more God information anywhere else. It's only this information, Cheryl. It's only one. This just information, Cheryl. That's all I know. It works for me, Cheryl. God only made one book that'll lead me in the right direction, Cheryl. And it's the Bible. Do y'all hear how y'all sound? How many stars in the sky? I'm just asking you. Hmm? How many? Is it just one star? Um, can you count the sand? How many kernels of sand on a seashore? One seashore. Not all the seashores that exist, right? How many lifetimes have you lived? How many lifetimes have you lived? Um, how many people can add to your understanding of life? How many experiences can you have? Can you just have like one experience? To make it more simple, how many meals how many meals can you eat? Like, do you eat the same thing every day at the same time of day? Do you? No. Okay. So when you guys talk about God, because technically you don't need a book. We've been indoctrinated. We've been told all our lives that in order to find God, you find him in a book. We are sold on the idea. It is a part of our brain, our psyche, our emotions, and our sensory nervous system down to the bone. That when somebody says something other outside of that, then we say, no, 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 Cheryl. No, you are wrong and I am right. I can't take on those thoughts that you think, Cheryl, because I've not understood. I've not understood that in order for me to learn and expand and grow, that I have to purposely build new pathways in my brain. The same way that your parents build pathways in your brain when you were growing up. You know, it's what you saw, what you heard, what you experienced. Those experiences created pathways in your brain, what you learned in school, what you learned in Sunday school, what you learned when you went to the churches, what you felt when you were there. Those are pathways in your brain. Okay? But as adults, because we're adulting over here, do you know what adulting means? That means that some of us took in bad information when we were children because you couldn't choose it. It was of your parents' doing, right? Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. And you. Why cortisol levels are all the way down. I've learned how to be a fantastic content creator and conversationalist while keeping stress levels low. I saw this man on TikTok preaching. I told him down in his chat, if you don't stop hooping and hollering like that, you're going to die of a heart attack. The heart is not meant for that. That's a whole bunch of theatrics. The church done taught you that, and then don't take all that. And actually, man, sir, it's a lot of your trauma. So sit down somewhere and calm down. Okay? Just calm on down. Anyway, he was sweating profusely. Sweat was dropping all off his face. I said, look, his heart swole now. His heart swole now because when you preach, your heart swell. That's why a lot of preachers die from heart attacks. Sit down somewhere and let me learn you something now. It's annoying. That's why you don't see people hooping like that no more. And if they gonna hoop like that, then they get skinny because they understand the strain that's on the heart. Oh my God. Anyway, Where's my client at? Hold on, y'all, because I'm going to have to text her. I'm going to have to text her. She losing her memory. She losing her memory. This happened the last time. Bless her heart. Because it's 1:21. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. What y'all doing? Y'all stirred up. Y'all stirred up or not? What's up? Let me see. This is so fun. LOL. All right. God is a title. God, goddesses, angels can absolutely be wicked. They can they can absolutely be worship. The sun, the moon, all of this worship instead of the creator. You've been taught lies. After the battle to the sky. Oh God. I guess I will entertain y'all because I'm waiting for my client. Okay. Okay. This is gonna help y'all out, right? Seriously. And it is considered fun. It is fun. All right. What I don't want y'all to do is hate me because I don't hate you. I don't hate the indoctrinated Christians because they can't help it, right? They've been lazy. They've been eating fried chicken on Sunday and they've not been doing their work. They don't have any critical thinking. They've not built up their critical thinking skills and they've not studied on the level that they needed to because they're busy working, paying mortgages and living life. Okay, they're just lazy. So they just believe what they've been told. But let me tell you, um, you got to care enough about what you believe in, how it affects you, to, as an adult now, as a full grown adult now, because you're not a child. It's not what mommy and them said. Take that off the table, take it off the plate. Let's remove that off the plate. It ain't what grandma said, it ain't what mama said. You grown. You grown now. So it's time for you to do your own research. And it's also time for you to ask questions. Time for you to ask questions. We are adulting over here, meaning that you took some things into your psyche when you were young, and these are other people's thoughts and beliefs, and you got confused and you made them your own, okay? You've been living by these things and they've been taken away from the quality of your life. You know, your thoughts and beliefs are hurting you to the point where your thoughts and beliefs can cause stress as you think in your mind. It causes you to feel in your body, and that affects your organs. So some people are suffering what you call stinking thinking. They don't think properly, or they can't think their way out of what they got going on. Now, you guys have got to learn in order to start thinking correctly. You got to hold that God that you call God. You got to hold him accountable now. And for some people, that's a scary thought. Sure, what you mean? Hold God accountable. I said what I said. I said what I said. You got to hold them accountable now. Because if your literature, and you could be a Muslim, you don't have to be a Christian. You could be a Buddhist. Y'all, that's my auntie's book up there, right there. She wrote that. The one I went to see yesterday. But you could be a Buddhist or whatever you are, whatever literature. You could be Jewish and be in that Jewish Bible, but all of them share with the Torah, right? Or whatever. But once you get to reading it as an adult, you got to hold God accountable. Now let's do this. Let's do that. Let's try. Let's try this. Okay, let's try this. More than likely, your testimony is that you went within, right? And you did all the things that you needed to do in order to heal yourself. But now you give that credit to something that's outside of you. That's probably your testimony, because that's how we've been taught. You know, we've been taught to give our testimony to the brand of God. You know, but God didn't tell you to do that. You know, I mean, in your own Bible, it tells you not to worship anything. No writings, no images, nothing. But y'all don't get that though, because you do what the church tell you to do. All right, so in order to hold God accountable according to the literature, I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna show y'all one way to do it. So the writer says that God is knows the future, the present, and the past. And God is in all three at all times. God is multidimensional. He knows the end from the beginning. I think y'all Bibles and stuff tell y'all that, okay? So that being said, I want to know in him making Lucifer, because he's his enemy. He's the enemy of mankind. So he's responsible for making the Lucifer. Adam and Eve didn't make the Lucifer. The angels in heaven didn't make the Lucifer. Lucifer belonged to him. That's his doing. Okay, so knowing the end from the beginning, why did you create such a thing that would rebel against you, take the third of heaven, and then cause all of this sickness, disease, stress, murder, all of these injustices that people just don't need? Why would you do this knowing that there would be an astronomical amount of suffering that humanity would experience? And then we're going to follow that same book and go all the way to the book of Revelation and find out that in the end, when he gives Jesus as a ransom for the sins of the people, that you are still not safe, and that there are three judgments, three levels of judgments that you have to go through after being born again as a believer and Jesus taking the sin and becoming sin for you. Now, I did a Genesis to Revelations, and I know a lot of y'all didn't listen to that, but for the ones that did listen, I said the first order of service is to hold the God of literature accountable. And that comment right there is not going to do that. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Because that's just like Cheryl Grabowski having 5 children, 10, 9, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6-year old. Is that 5 children? Yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6-year old. 6-year old. All right. So I have 2 lions that's in my proximity, 2. And I got 5 children under the age of 10. So I warned them about the lions, but they are children. So when I turn my back one day, they go outside. And when they go outside, those lions eventually eat 3 of the children, and 2 of them make it back in the house. Now, first of all, me as the parent of the children, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen. And that's why a lot of y'all have to go to the Bible, because you don't have wisdom. You don't have an internal GPS that can show you how to maneuver in life. And you ended up voting for Trump because he said he was a Christian, but he really is the devil. That's why that happened. Now, the person, the parent who turned their back, because see, number one, you don't tell the children that it's lions outside. What you need to do is make sure somehow you need to get rid of the lions, because you're the parent. The children can no way defend themselves against the lion. It's your job to handle them goddamn lions, because you're talking to children. Now, in saying that, God is wrong. The God of your Bible, the one that somebody wrote in there about. So let's say it like this. The writer is wrong. Let's say it like that. The writer wrote the story wrong and accused God of being a goddamn dum-dum. Because if a God creates a being that eventually manipulates a third of heaven and causes all this stuff that's going on in life right now, his ass is responsible. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to blame God. We're going to put it on the writer. So in this one conversation, I've just debunked your whole Bible. Now, what you can do is go in your Bible and understand that man thinks that he knows about God. Man has an imagination, therefore he writes. He's written about this God that he feels like he knows. He's doing the best that he can. But this is a conversation. The Bible are conversations about what men think God is and what men think God has said. It's a book of ideology. It's not even meant to be taken literal. But you guys are not smart enough to know that. And then when you meet a person like Cheryl Grabowski, you say, oh, something got to be wrong with you, Cheryl, because I never came up with those things. That ain't my fault. But anyway, I've engaged y'all long enough. I got to call my client because I done text her and she's having memory problems. You know, it's a brain thing. And that's why I be telling y'all about y'all brain. Check on your brain, please. And understand that you got to build, you got to build new pathways in your brain. They are saying that it is child abuse to bring your children into an institution of any kind that is going to indoctrinate. That means imprinting upon their brain. It's child abuse to do that. It's best not to put that stuff into your children. Teach them about an angry, malicious, jealous, insecure, misogynistic as God. Don't do that. Please. But anyway, well, this is my live, not yours. It's my live, not yours. You can go live. If you have a channel, let me know. Let me know. Because I'm telling you, you have an indoctrinated brain. I know how you think. You don't know how I think. That's what I'm saying to you. It's just like you and I have traveled. No, it's just like I've traveled to a destination, right? And you've not been there yet. But I know your location because I've hung out with you in that location. I know where you are. But you have no idea where I am. But you think in your Christian brain, you think you can engage me mentally with your Bible. But I promise you, you cannot. You can't. Because I've already been to that destination. And not only have I been there, I've lived there. I didn't just go sit on the pews. I just didn't read my Bible occasionally. I didn't just look or go to somebody else's Bible study. I just didn't know all the evangelicals on television. I didn't just buy Benny Hinn's books and Ron Parsley books. I didn't just have concordances, Greek and Hebrew Bibles, dates Bibles, Bible dictionary. I didn't just do that. I know where you live. I know where your destination is. You don't know where mine is. You don't know me. You don't know where I am. That's the thing. So you can't engage me with your Bible. You're not on my level. There are a lot of people who are, but no. Mm-mm. You can't. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm bold, right? Because I mean, I have a channel. I have a real channel. I vlog at my real address. I'm here at my real job. The channel is named by my real name. I'm not a fake Christian. You got Christians on YouTube. They wouldn't dare put their name on a YouTube. Listen, I'm just telling y'all. I'm just saying. You too, Frank Jones. What's up, boo? Well, listen, this is a thing, pushing peace. This is a thing. I'm not a Muslim. So I'm not deconstructing from being a Muslim. I'm not. My experience is Christianity. Now, I have met some people who are deconstructing from Muslim, and I follow some people who are deconstructing from white nationalism. Okay? Because that is Christian too, but it's not the Christian that you follow. There are so many branches of Christianity. There are thousands of branches of Christianity. Y'all can't even keep up with it. You thinking Baptist, Episcopalian, AME, Pentecostal, the full gospel, Presbyterian, Catholic. Like, there's so many branches of Christ. Like, there's so many. I'm telling you, there's so many. But all of them share in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And all of them look at the Bible differently. Don't y'all think that y'all are of one family? Because it's not like that at all. To be honest with you, it's not. A lot of word churches or full gospel church, they wouldn't be caught dead doing God like the Pentecostals. Ain't no way. They would not. So it's not just that. It's religion altogether. I don't know if y'all know or not, and I'm just gonna keep it real. This is a class. I'm your teacher. People are deconstructing from organized religion of any kind all over the world. It's just we're in America, United States, and they've claimed to be Christians from the first day that they come over here and unalive the Indians and the blacks, because blacks were here too, not just Indians. There were indigenous blacks to the land, not just Indians. Okay? They lied about everything. They lied about everything. I'm telling you that right now. So upon the foundation that we stand on information that we've learned, it is fraudulent. The same way that they unalived them people and stole their land, they took pen and paper to books and they wrote lies. If they didn't have integrity enough to not come over here and look at these indigenous people, and the indigenous people gave them the right hand of fellowship by shaking their hands, sat down and ate with them, and then they devised a plan to run them over and to steal their land. Okay? So if they were that shady and that fucking awful in their actions toward the indigenous people and the blacks, then when they sat down and put pen to paper, they lied as well. Y'all, everything, all lies are being revealed. Everything that's covered has been uncovered. This is a new level. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. I'm very progressive, and I'm very spiritual. I'm very intuitive. I'm somewhat psychic. It's a lot going on over here, okay? I've come a long way. There's no way that the way that I entered this world, the way that I entered this world, and then the things that I learned, that I land where I am now. I'm not even the same person that I was last year. I'm completely different than I was just 1 year ago. So this is a place of evolution. So anyway, come back. My client just texted me. She's here. I got to get to work. Kisses and hugs. I see y'all. So I'm officially back on YouTube because I took a hiatus and it was good for me. Don't you think? It was good for me. So I'll see y'all later. Okay. Bye, guys.